you were saying that you think Folie à Doux's overhated.
Yeah.
Are there any films that you think are quite overrated that have come out recently that are good that you would say you like?
Overrated films,
but you think people are putting
way too much
praise.
Barbie.
Interesting. Okay, I
didn't like Barbie.
Yeah.
I didn't like it. I didn't hate it. I mean, it's quite old now, but it's the first one that comes to mind where people were just coming out and saying, "Wow, it's fantastic, it's amazing, it's so, like."
I mean,
I don't know, man.
It was an interesting direction to take such a such a kind of brain dead IP.
Yeah,
and I do still like it for that. Like, I can enjoy it, but have it, after the whole Barbenheimer thing, I am thinking after the hype died down for Barbie, I still liked it a lot, but having thought more about it, it's like, no, it's not a masterpiece, but I can still
so you liked it? Yeah.
No, I like it, I don't love it, but I mean, a film that definitely comes to mind for me, and it's one that I really don't hate, but Saltburn.
Oh, Saltburn.
And the more I've really thought about
agreed, yeah.
Honestly,
I agree.
Because it takes from films that are so much stronger, like Talented Mr. Ripley, a lot of similarities. That's a much better film. And I just think with Saltburn, yes, the aspect ratio changes, the cinematography, blah, blah, blah. But at the end of it, I was just... I felt it was a little bit up itself. It was a lot smarter than I think...
It was less smart than it thought
exactly.
it was.
And I don't know if it really, had the writing to back that up.
Yeah. It was. Let's say it's a beautiful film. I think it's a beautiful looking film.
Yeah.
I still think it's one of those things that happens. It's like a phenomenon where all of a sudden people start talking about this particular film, maybe because of a certain moment, like the bath scene or whatever, and people going crazy about
the grave scene.
I remember people were just going like, "Oh my god, it's the most fucked up film I've ever seen. It's so disturbing."
You need to watch more films, man. If you think that's the most fucked up thing you've ever seen.
It's not that unpredictable. It's not that crazy. Like compared to other films, like it's just an accessible kind of disturbing film where it's like a vampire film ultimately. But I mean, I still enjoy Saltburn, but I know exactly what you mean. I remember the time when it first came out, everyone was talking about it.
No, they were obsessed with it.
Everyone was obsessed with Barry Keoghan. Don't get me wrong, he's a great actor. Banshees of Inisherin, it's where he's going to be the Joker, isn't he? He's playing to be the Joker. Which it would actually.
It was at the end of the Batman. They're still.
Oh, he was at the end of the Batman. Yeah. So they're kind of teasing that.
Yeah, they're teasing it.
Yeah, that's cool.
No, he is a terrific actor, but
yes, I agree. Saltburn was just one of those where it was just extremely weird. Like I said, it's one of those phenomena. It's kind of like Bird Box, where people were just going crazy about Bird Box, even though the quality of the film, it was good. Yeah, it was okay, but it's just weird when people start talking, jumping on this one particular film and going crazy for it. But another thing that I was going to say about Barbie is that, again, I like the concept. I think I was actually really intrigued by it. The idea of taking this just, quite...
This doll.
Yeah, this doll.
Yeah.
And turning it into this really abstract kind of thoughtful idea where they start to have self-awareness and all that stuff. I think it was a good idea. I just felt like the execution, the editing was so over the top and so, there was so many cuts to it. There was no, they had such these amazing set pieces and they didn't seem to, I just don't think they really showed it off. I mean, obviously Ryan Gosling was good in it though, to be fair. I mean, Margot Robbie was brilliant in it. I don't know, there's just, when it all comes together, I just thought it just wasn't a perfect package. I just thought it was a mess.
And it's the big scene where America Ferrera, she has that whole monologue. Yeah. Very well written monologue and well acted. But it was very kind of on the nose. Yeah. It's basically her. It's her telling her her telling the audience the themes of the film. Yeah. And she got an Oscar nomination for that. And I'm thinking sometimes they shouldn't nominate people just because of one scene. She was fine throughout the film. It's literally just that one scene. It's good, but that did not deserve a Best Supporting Actress nomination.
It's a perfect example. That's the perfect saying for that film. It's on the nose. It's just so on the nose. It's so just kind of it's just kind of throwing this ideology down your throat, which I didn't enjoy. I like it when films are more subtle about it. And they have more substance to it. And also just the concept of Barbie going from, I actually really like those kind of films where, kind of like Enchanted or something, where, a character is taken out of the cartoon world and put into the real world.
No, they're a fish out of water.
A fish out of water.
That's a classic, you know.
Yeah. I actually really like those concepts. I think they're really fun. But I think it missed an opportunity there completely because when she's taken out of water, the world that she's in that's supposed to be reality, the real world, is also cartoony. It's also way too over the top. I mean, Will Ferrell's character is just, that's not like a real human being. Like, if you're going to do a fish out of water style film, you have to be really far one side where it's just bonkers, and then they go into the real world and it's just completely clear cut.
Because that's where the enjoyment and the comedy comes from.
Yeah, it's just a different parallel kind of,
like you have a completely surrealist character.
Yeah.
Or like, a cartoonish character placed into the real world.
Yeah.
And that's why something like Enchanted, that's a great film. I really like Enchanted. Enchanted's a banger. That's why it works so well.
It's great.
Yeah.
It's weird. Yeah.
But what was I going to say? But onto TV, what have you been watching recently? What are some really great stuff you've seen?
What have I been watching on TV? I've been watching Nathan For You.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of the older episodes and I love it. I haven't seen every episode, but
Nathan For You is insanely is hilarious. Yeah. I don't like it when people throw the word genius around, but I actually think that Nathan Fielder is genius. But I think the ideas that he comes up with are just insane. And the fact that he actually does a lot of it like in real life, like hidden camera. The tricks that he pulls on people as well, like he blends the line between what's real and what's fake in his shows, and he's also done a show recently called The Rehearsal.
Yeah, need to watch that.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
you haven't seen it? Yeah,
and need to finish The Curse because I know you're going to bring that.
The Curse, The Curse with Nathan Fielder.
Absolutely.
Like I'm a huge fan of Nathan Fielder. I think he's really, really clever because he like some of the ideas that he comes up with on Nathan For You are like genuinely hilarious. I've never laughed so hard. But also, like, some of them are like really thoughtful and like poignant. I mean, the finale to Nathan For You, have you seen it? It's like every single episode is like 20 minutes long. It's like really high edited. Yeah. He's got like 2 or 3 concepts within one. It's like really, really fast paced editing. And then in the last episode, it's like an hour and a half long kind of like documentary style about one of these actors that he met while he was filming on the search to find an old long lost love of his life that he hadn't seen or heard of in like 50 years. And it's actually like really thoughtful and like poignant, and towards the end it actually got me like quite emotional.
Oh, really?
And it's like, it's weird that something like Nathan For You, which is just a stupid comedy series, has a finale like that actually just makes you think like, wow, like he's really got you thinking there, like about certain themes and stuff like that. And the same with Rehearsal. Rehearsal, some of the ideas that he comes up with on that show are the most original and thought-provoking things I've seen in a very long time. Like the whole concept of the Rehearsal, I'll quickly say, is like he takes this idea of Nathan Fielder. We never know who Nathan Fielder really is. We don't know. We've never really seen him. He's always kind of playing a character, I'd say. Like, he's always playing this very stone-faced person who's always, looking you straight in the eye and saying all these really funny things. He's a very awkward character. He also acts like that in interviews and stuff. He's taking the piss on all these talk show stuff because he just thinks they're just, like, boring, and he likes to make them more fun. Like, he was on Jimmy Kimmel and he just came out in the most ridiculous outfit with Emma Stone, and he was just sitting there like this arrogant actor.
I've seen that.
Have you seen that? Yeah, and he's got like these sunglasses
and he's like,
on.
Yeah.
He's like, I mean, Emma Stone's here with me, but obviously I'm the star and all that stuff. And he's got like the sunglasses on, and he like, gets out a cigarette, and like Jimmy Kimmel's like, you can't smoke here. It just makes the whole thing more fun. Like every single appearance he has on like a talk show is always clever.
And I did see the promo that he did. I think it was for The Curse, where they like took the piss out of Sydney Sweeney and Glenn Powell.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
And it was like, watch the trailer for our new show, The Curse.
Yeah.
She did something for Anyone But You, something like that.
Yeah,
really funny side by side.
So it's always he's always just cheeky and always very clever with his ideas. Even marketing, he always comes up with unusual, thought-provoking ways to tell a story that is extremely meta and extremely sarcastic and taking the piss. But with The Rehearsal, it's like his character is always someone who's awkward, so he wants to rehearse real-life situations because he doesn't know how to interact with people. And so he comes up with these crazy ideas to like, you know, maybe he has someone who wants to tell someone something in like a pub one day, some kind of like secret that they've been rehearsing in their mind for years, but they don't know how to tell it to their old friend. So he takes them and he recreates the whole set like of that real life bar or whatever in like the real world. He recreates it because like just the budget alone that he has like on these shows are incredible. He recreates it and he walks them through all these different scenarios.
Yeah. Sorry to jump in, but that seems like a really like a massive miracle that he gets the money to make these shows.
Oh my god, I don't even know how I don't even know how he's allowed to come up with something.
No, like that they actually give him like money to do stuff like this.
Yeah, HBO must just in the second season, he recreates the whole airport set. Yeah. And he has all these actors and extras in the background playing pilots and stuff like that, and just people walking around and they will just do that for like one episode, and it's just like, man, like the creativity here is just insane, and just the lengths that he can go to. That's 100%. I'd 100% recommend that. Been loving that. What about you?
Yeah, I would say the best thing I've watched is the latest season of Black Mirror.
Oh yeah,
my God! Like I just feel like, because you know we've had many conversations about this in the past about how when Black Mirror is good, it's fucking amazing. Yeah. But then when it fails, you know, it's really shit, and that hurts because we know how good it can be. I think like Charlie Brooker has, you know, he's cooked this season. It's like he did.
It was better. It was definitely.
It was so good. It's one of the best.
It was better than the last two seasons.
Yeah, I think especially Eulogy. With Paul Giamatti, like holy shit, what a concept, what a performance.
Yeah, that was great.
God. And then next to that, I really liked the USS Callister episode.
Yeah. Oh yeah, really, I know. That's the only one I haven't seen that season.
You should watch. Excellent TV. So
what do you feel about Black Mirror overall?
Overall, I feel like, you know, when it's done well, it's very thought-provoking, so smartly written, but then at its worst, it could be a parody of itself, or the concept is there. It's an amazing, like, idea, but he just doesn't...
execute it.
Yeah, it doesn't execute it well, or he stretches it out. So Black Mirror is it's frustrating at points.
Yeah, turn a little bit this way.
And it's a show that, like, you know, I don't really sometimes don't give as much grace. Yeah, I'm like harder on it than other shows because it's shown how good it can be.
Yeah, I think the fan base for Black Mirror are actually extremely harsh on it.
Yeah,
because I feel like they know how fantastic it can be, and they kind of they have such high expectations.
Yeah,
I try to kind of like, you know, lower my expectations when I'm watching Black Mirror, because it's an anthology show, and so the whole concept of, you know, when people say, "Oh, this isn't Black Mirror," what does that mean exactly? Like, I know what they're saying. They're saying, you know, when it's at its best, these are the sort of aspects that it has to it. But that's the point of an anthology show, man. Like, you go to different directions.
Variety.
You do different things with it. And I liked the idea that he opened up the concept of it being about technology, and he's decided to explore different things. I thought that was really cool.
No, but I think it's a shame.
A lot of people didn't like that, though.
Yeah, because he said he's not going to be doing any more Red Mirror, which is what like Demon 79 was under.
Yeah, so he's only got one episode now that sticks out like
that one.
Yeah, that's and it's just that one episode that's just like Red Mirror, which is completely nothing to do with technology, right?
And I mean, I think the worst thing I watched, or I tried to watch, was because like one of my guilty pleasures is I love trashy dating shows. You know this.
Do you?
I love them. Like Too Hot to Handle.
Oh my God,
I love that. I love that shit.
So what is Too Hot to Handle? What's the concept of that?
So Too Hot to Handle is basically like Love Island if you took out the sex. You get these like supermodels. Or like just a bunch of influencers. They go to an island. Yeah. They're all ready to shag. They're ready to get on it. They're really excited. And then this like cone basically tells them if they do anything, they'll like money will be deducted from the prize fund.
What do you mean do anything?
Like just anything sexual.
Well, like what if they like masturbate or something?
Oh no, money's taken off for that. I can't remember how much, but yeah, there's always one guy every season who goes to have like a tactical wank in the shower, and then the AI Lana is just like, no, that has been an infringement of the rules.
Oh,
so that's
so you're a big fan of trashy TV.
You could look.
Don't get me wrong. I love trashy TV.
You've got to enjoy shit to appreciate gold. To appreciate this, you've got to be able to.
But like that's genuinely sounds entertaining.
Yeah, but no, the one that I tried to watch recently, but it was just so boring. It's a new one. It's called Sneaky Link After Dark.
What's that?
So basically,
Sneaky Link
it's
After
like
Dark.
it has the setup of every other dating show, but they get these people in and they bring in people who they've been shagging on the outside without them knowing, and that's basically it. See if they can form a deeper connection.
Have you heard of Virgin Island?
Yeah. Oh my god, I tried to
start
good? That. Oh, it's so rough.
Oh,
it's kind of like a funny hate watch.
What are they, like teenagers or something?
No, so some of them are teenagers, some of them are like fully grown, and it's just. I feel like Channel 4 are really taking the piss.
It's Channel 4?
Yeah. And like there was one bit where one girl, and actually it's not even that funny. You feel really bad for her. She's like just so like nervous about anything like intimate or sexual.
Yeah.
Like she starts crying because they have to do an exercise where they stare at each other for 10 minutes.
Oh yeah.
And she can't handle that, and I just felt really bad watching.
Oh no.
She found that too hard.
Oh man.
And it's just it's a painful watch, but it's kind of like you can love how bad it is. It's rough. It's
Love
really
Island.
rough.
You know what? Love Island itself actually used to be pretty good. I used to like that.
But not since Ekin-Su and Davide. That's when I.
That was like
watching.
the top tier season.
You are a liar. You fucking actor. You're a liar. You're a liar.
Oh man,
that's when it hit. But now, yeah, I don't even watch. I just stick to too hot to handle.
Too hot to handle.
If I'm gonna watch any like.
So there you go. Like I don't know. Yeah. I feel like you got an idea of what we like.
Yeah.
What we enjoy. I want to hear your thoughts as well. I want to know what you think of this stuff. I mean, it's kind of like a bag of ideas that we've been throwing around what we like, generally speaking. But yeah, I mean, I definitely say like the whole point of this show, I guess, is just to have a chat. I mean, we chat anyway, don't we? So we thought we'd record it and see what you guys think.
You know, this is us chatting shit.
Yeah.
We invite you to chat shit with us.